Kaduna State Government sacks National Union of Teachers President and over 2,000 teachers for failing to pass the competence test. Hello everyone, you're welcome to the news. 2,357 teachers have been sacked by Kaduna State Universal Basic Education Board, KAD-SUBEB, for reportedly failing to pass the competence test held in the state. KAD-SUBEB spokesperson Awa Mohammed said the board conducted a competence test for over 30,000 teachers in December 2021. 2,192 primary school teachers, including the national president of the National Union of Teachers (NUT), were dismissed for refusing to sit for the test. 165 teachers out of the 27,662 teachers that sat for the competence test were also sacked for poor performances. Teachers who passed the exam will be included in Teacher Professional Development (TPD) programs to enhance their capacities to deliver quality teaching to pupils. The statement reads, following the state government's resolution for continued assessment of teachers to ensure better delivery of learning outcomes for pupils, KAD-SUBEB conducted another competency test for the teachers in December 2021. The services of teachers who scored below 40% are no longer required, and their appointments have been terminated from the public service for their poor performances. Teachers who scored 75% and above were recognized as those who passed the test and qualified for attending courses in leadership and school management. Teachers who scored between 40 and 74% did not meet up with the minimum pass mark. They will be given a second chance to improve their capacities. KAD-SUBEB has initiated variable training programs for teachers under its statutory TPD, with support from the state government and development partners. The training program will be conducted during the end of term vacation and in their respective schools to minimize disruption of teaching and learning. They are also encouraged to complement the government's efforts and seek personal development for their good. The board is assuring teachers and the public that it remains committed to ensuring their continuous professional development and the improvement of the learning outcomes of pupils and students. Wow. We know that, Kaduna State has been one of the states that is hell-bent on getting it right in terms of education. But the truth of the matter is, everything is a systematic default. It's something that is, we have fundamental issues to discuss. And of course, I agree that for us to get the quality of teaching and learning, the teachers must be sound. But in the first place, why is our government structure not structured? I don't know, for the lack of a better word. First of all, there should have been this competency test from the entry level. What have we been looking at? Because these teachers, a lot of them have been teachers who have been in the sector for a very long time. And we know that in Nigeria, truth be told, it's easier for you to get a teaching job than any other job. In fact, most of graduates who are frustrated getting jobs in companies end up in teaching. Some of them are not equipped for teaching. Some of them do not even have the passion for teaching. Some of them are not even encouraged when they get into the teaching sector. And we end up having half-baked teachers molding our future, which is our children. So the question is, now that the head of the NUT has been sacked, is it that he wasn't competent enough to write the test, or he has some grievances too about the conduct of the test or how it's carried out? This situation is quite dicey, though I appreciate the fact that Kaduna State government is trying to purify its educational sector. But the truth is, those people, these 2,387 teachers that are told to leave, that have been terminated, what will be their lot? What would they be doing? Because if we have 2,387 terminated, with what is going on in Nigeria now, what are they going to feed on? If we times it by 3, let's say everybody has at least 3 or 5 or 10 people around him or her with that peanut of a salary. Because teachers leaving the teaching sector is not just a Nigerian thing. Even in America, we have what is called the Great Pandemic, where educators are dropping their teaching careers, without even thinking twice. It's something you can Google online and check more about it. So if America is going through that, who are we in Nigeria, to stop the mass exodus of teachers? A lot of teachers are taking to driving of tricycles to make daily meets, because they will tell you, at least when they do tricycle riding, they are sure of something at the end of the day to feed themselves and their family comfortably, and it's a daily pay. So really, it's a very, very tricky discussion to have, but I just wish that, apart from determination, why not give those people trainings and retraining? Maybe you could still get a good number out of them, because a lot of them, truth be told, might not be competent, all right, but what avenues are given to them in this age and time when salaries are not even paid? How do they go about professional development when some states are owing their staff 8 months salary, 5 months salary? How would they feed? Which way to go, Nigeria? This is a very, very, very tricky one, because honestly, we have so watered down education in our dear country, a country that produces fantastic students that can compete favorably all around the world. We are breaking the bane of